One of the most rewarding things this summer with the internship program has been that we have a crew of young professionals, postdoctoral researchers and staff members that were able to work with a diversity of students and guide them and mentor them in their internships.
Over the summer, the interns will be working on data that we've collected over the past 20 years and helping us work through that. There'll also be opportunities to go out to our case study farms and meet the farmers and interact with them, give them feedback on the work that we've been doing.
This summer I will be working with 3 interns. Our focus is on precision agriculture. They will be trained to clean yield data that are submitted by the farmers and farm consultants to us. And I will also be training them in doing some analysis.
The interns come into this role and they learn about data wrangling, data extraction. They call it as ETL in data science, extract, transform, and load. So that itself is a huge part in data analysis. So they get experienced on those aspects.
It's just to provide them experiences with extension, like what is extension, how do we work? And it's just incorporating them in my day-to-day. So they'll attend meetings, we'll go to farm visits, we'll pull soil samples, try to make some of the stuff maybe that they're learning here real or how it's applied in the field.
At the moment, I know I'm doing a lot of data cleaning, looking at yield maps and like cleaning all that data.
I am going to be helping out with organizing some past data from farms, like with their nutrient balance and management.
We'll be analyzing farms, the crops and the yields, and basically cleaning them up.
So far, I've been working on a series of functions that handle arbitrary data yields. In other words, pre-processing all sorts of data yields presented to me.
I'm really excited to learn more spatial data in real practice.
I'm most looking forward to being part of the innovation and kind of the next step in where this program is going and the whole project. I think it's a really leading place to be here at Cornell, and I think it'll offer a lot of experience.
For me, I'm just excited to just being thrown in a research kind of environment to be like, again, I don't really know what I want to do in life. So it's like, let's just throw myself into it head first and see what happens. And so I can say like, yeah, this is it. Or I can be like, nope, never again. One or the other will happen, or somewhere in between. So I'm just kind of looking forward to like getting to know myself in that sense, and also just, this is a really nice group of people. Like every time I talk to them, like anyone, they're just very open and friendly and like very willing to help and like trying to be mentors, and it's just a great environment to be in.
I am excited to learn like the more technical side of things, because I have not had much experience with like soil sampling or like greenhouse gas emissions data, like calculating those. So I'm excited to learn all those things and see what else is entailed in this project overall, because I know there's a lot of little details.
In this internship, I did data analyst in kind of how soil measurement data can be explained by yield.
Well, I did a combination of things, sir. Specifically precision ag, so a lot of yield monitor, data cleaning, creating these reports, and making fact sheets about field boundary maps, as well as things we do as a lab as a whole. So going on these field trips, seeing the Kune Kune pigs, seeing the Minor Institute, and also kind of helping out with a rain simulation project.
I'm working with the Nutrient Management SPEAR program doing nutrient mass balancing, which is monitoring and tracking the farm's data and making site-specific improvements and seeing how we can organize their data, maximize their efficiency, and improve their sustainability.
This summer, I was exposed to several things. On the extension side, I was exposed to what extension actually does, as well as working with farmers and in the field. On the nutrient management SPEAR program side, I worked on several projects, field balances, anything with nutrients, byproduct nutrients, several things, as well as communicating with farmers and seeing where they want projects to go.
So at the beginning, I worked with data cleaning, yield monitor data, making yield reports, multi-year reports for that, and also some zone map reports. Once I got the hang of that, I was moved on to a project which was used comparing scale weight and yield monitor, which are two different methods for collecting yields and moisture contents. And so spent a lot of time doing that and comparing the two.
I did a bunch of different things through the Nutrient Management Sphere program, and so it started out with the Dairy Sustainability Project, and through that it led into learning about different dairy sustainability assessment tools, such as the Nutrient Mass Balance tool, where we would communicate with farmers on them recording their inputs and exports of nutrients on their farms to better manage those, and also like help them become more economically and environmentally sustainable. And that also led into a manure variation project where we looked at the variability in nutrient content among the farm's manure.
Favorite parts were definitely learning more about ag and getting to go on all the field trips. I'm sure this has been a common answer, but the cooney pigs were quite the thing to see. And so that was cool. And I mean, I hadn't really ever been on a farm before, so getting to go on 7 or 8 or however many we did was pretty cool. And then as far as the work side, getting to learn a lot of new code and kind of expand the number of ways I can represent different things was pretty cool.
I also really liked all the farm tours we were able to go on, because it's always good to see how different farms are like managing with their like sustainability, or just how they like handle their animals in general.
I think everybody has been really dedicated to doing the right thing, and they have been so helpful in answering all of my questions, and they've been really a welcoming group. And it's not just working at a computer and inputting data and modeling things. I also get a really great first-hand experience by going to the farms and connecting with people, and that's really been a great part of it.
We've been able to work with a number of students this summer that learned about agriculture through farm visits that we did with them. We try to maintain almost weekly a farm visit, a field trip of some sort, but also through exposure of working with professionals in the field. Crop consultants, directly with farmers, with somebody from Cooperative Extension for particular projects. We teamed up with the CCE programs, the Cornell Cooperative Extension programs in Central New York and Northern New York, to give them that exposure. And that's been great for both the students and for our program.